Juan Guaid is heading back to Venezuela after a 10-day exile despite threats of arrest and 30-day. Juan Guaid, Venezuela's opposition leader and self-styled interim president, plans to return to his country on Monday, risking arrest and a 30-year prison term for breaking a government-ordered travel ban. Guaid told supporters that he will return to Venezuela on Monday, and to prepare for a new round of protests at 11 a.m. on Monday 10 a.m. EST. Guaid left Venezuela on February 22 and traveled around South America to meet world leaders who have pledged their support for him, including U.S. Vice President Mike Pence and the presidents of Colombia, Brazil, Paraguay, Argentina, and Ecuador. He told on Sunday that he left to organize the entry of humanitarian aid to Venezuela and to strategize with Latin American leaders. It's not clear where he is now or how he will re-enter the country. The beleaguered Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro, who has for weeks been facing calls for his resignation, has suggested that Guaid could be returned upon entry. Juan Carlos Valdez, deputy judge of Venezuela's Supreme Court, also told that Guaid may face up to 30 years in prison if he returns to Venezuela. Guaid acknowledged that his self-imposed exile could have consequences. In his live stream, Guaid said he had instructions in place to deal with an arrest. But he assured that they read more. The threats mark the latest standoff between Maduro's socialist regime and its opposition in an increasingly tense tug-of-war to control the government. Venezuela is in January, Guaid, the virtually unknown leader of the opposition-controlled National Assembly, declared himself the interim president of Venezuela, saying Maduro's re-election was the U.S. and immediately recognized Guaid Venezuela's official interim president, and most countries in the Western Hemisphere followed suit. Maduro responded by. He also in his Sunday interview with The Washington Post, Guaid suggested 3 possible scenarios to take control of the government through free elections. A sui generis, Guaid refused to call military intervention a military. While Venezuelan military leaders declared their loyalty to Maduro last month, more than 500 soldiers mostly from lower and middle ranks defected to Colombia last week. Read more. The U.S. doubled down on its support for Guaid on Sunday, with National Security Advisor John Bolton
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.